And moving on, a book launching was held last Sunday, January 22, 2012. Here's Francis James Co for more information.
Last Sunday, January 23, Nicanor Perlas, who came to national prominence when he ran as one of the candidates for president of the Philippines in 2010, came to Foundation University to launch his latest book called Mission Possible. The event was held at the Camp Court of Foundation University campus. Dr. Roulette Cordvilla, Dean of the College of Education, hosted the event, which was attended by well-known guests and personalities of Dumaguete City. Dr. Aperesio Meki, Dean of Graduate School, welcomed the author.
We welcome you to Foundation University.
Nicanor Perlas will travel around the country promoting and conducting seminars about his advocacy towards change by utilizing the inner creative force that people possess. He believes that
belief systems that prop up the structures, because structures in reality are made up of people, and in the end, these are the belief systems that are prevalent in society that drive social structures. To end this not on a pessimistic note, and which I end the book with, from my own direct experience, I know that there is this spiritual creative power in us, not as a theory, but as an experience, that when we stand.
I'm going to describe a movement of creative people, basically people who've now seen the limitations of how we are running our society. It's a movement that they're coming now together to commonly strengthen the possible new future of this country and also of the world. So mission is movement of imaginals for sustainable societies, plural, through initiatives, organizing, and networking. So this is a movement of people all over the country and also abroad, trying to create a better world, but on the basis of spiritual and personal mastery, as well as a scientific approach to social problems. So that's the book in essence.
Okay.
And what are the key points of the book? There is one key phrase that's so important as one of the organizing principles of the book, and it says as follows. There are more complicated versions. I'll just mention the simple one. The results of an intervention depends on the inner conditions of the intervener. So in other words, whatever you want to do, whether it's TV or radio, communications, farming, teaching, health, education, whatever it is, the results that we obtain depends on whether we're truly able to tap this creative power in us, or whether we're just doing it automatically as to how we've been programmed to do it,
okay,
or whether it's done creatively. Because if we do it creatively, then the impact, the results will be very different than if you do it without enthusiasm and it's just a repetition of something that was just programmed into a person. So that is the summary of this book, because it shows that if you want to solve the problems of society, we have to need to understand that behind these problems stand structural forces that produce it, but behind the structures, which are made up of people, you have the attitudes and belief systems. And if those don't change, the structures do not change. But the attitudes don't change if you don't attain a creative state in your experience, because only true creativity can create new visions and possibilities for the world. And then part 2 of the book is, after we've achieved this creative vision of a new world, it shows in detail how it can be implemented, how it can be made real when people really start coming together to enforce and empower each other to create a very different society, but on the basis of inner excellence. Why?
and open
their eyes, yeah. Because the moment we are able to ask why, that is the beginning of our own freedom. Because one of the things that the book shows is that we are so conditioned in so many ways we don't even realize it. Ever since we're born, we're young, our parents told us what to do, our school told us what to do, media is telling us what to do, churches, our friends, I mean, it's all conditioned. But at a certain point in our life, we have to take take control of our own destiny and our own decisions. And we cannot do that unless we start asking the question, why are we doing what we're doing?
And you kept repeating or stressing or that phrase, know yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, know yourself.
Because most of the time people think they know themselves,
Right.
but most of the time they don't really know their true nature.
Right.
And so they miss, in other words, if they analyze it closely, they'll start discovering that most of the time they're living their lives by a program that somebody wrote for them.
Right.
And they think it's cool and they don't examine it.
Yeah.
And my God, I mean, one of the findings are saying, for example, as a young child, you're growing up, your parents every 6 minutes tells you what to do. So by the time you can think for yourself, you have received thousands of injunctions from your parents. That's only your parent. And $500 billion of advertising is being done to brand your consciousness, to think in a specific way. We really have to be conscious of what we believe in and what we live for and what we long for. I really encourage the viewers of this show to get a copy of the book, because the book is actually may help you not only live a better life, not only gain personal mastery, but also find your place in society. Not a place dictated by someone else, but a place that you choose to be and to do.
And acknowledge people to thank for it.
Yeah, I would really like to acknowledge, first of all, my colleagues in mission, or numbering now a few hundred all over the country and other parts of the world. This is just a new beginning movement. Without them, this book would not be possible, because I'm describing their reality, this movement. It's not about an idea in my mind. It's about describing a reality that's currently happening and that's increasing presence in the country. This is very quiet movement, but in a few years, if this really continues at its present pace, this will be a movement that can really inspire Filipinos to be the best of what they can be.
This is Francis James Cole for iGreyhound.
Because the future is already present in what people are doing through their initiatives.